28 years later was all right. I knew this would happen. I knew it. So the second I strolled into screen 10, geared up, ready for a heart-pounding, adrenaline-packed follow-up to 28 days and 28 weeks later, I could feel it, like this was going to take a different turn, and it did. Okay, let me start with the positives. So the opening scene, I'm disappointed, basically. So the opening scene was what I wanted, what I craved through the rest of the movie. So it opens back in 2002, I think. It doesn't stipulate the actual year, but it's when the rage virus kicks off. You've got this bunch of kids sat in a lounge watching Teletubbies, and their mum comes crashing through the door, trying to keep them safe. And then one of the neighbours, or 2, 3, and then 4, the shit hits the fan, and a handful of neighbours come crashing into their house, and that's it. It spirals from there. But it doesn't quite sort of pave the way. It doesn't paint the picture of the actual rage virus. It cuts it short very quickly. So I liked that. I also liked a few of the cutaways. I wasn't expecting that, and Danny Boyle really he made it a bit too arty with the cutaways, but they were decent, if you know what I mean. So there was flashbacks to World War I and II, archers, even further back than that. And I swear there was a clip of 28 weeks later where the infected are pegging it through Canary Wharf. I don't know. It was a nice touch with the boots, playing in the background. Okay, so the beginning and the cutaways, nice. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, brilliant. So, and the kid who plays his kid, excellent. They had a real decent on-screen dynamic. They were excellent. I was completely convinced they were father and son battling through the wastelands, trying to survive. So yeah, when Aaron appears on screen, his Geordie accent, it's good. It was brilliant performances all round, and then in comes Jodie Comer, who, let's face it, is the Olivia Colman, the new Olivia Colman. She's in everything. Everyone loves her. Blah blah blah. But she's good. She's decent. So another positive would be, so I just can't believe how this film went. It just wasn't what I thought it would be. Anyway, so the other decent element is how the rage virus hasn't just mutated, but it's sort of split in two. So there's these really strange, really fat infected who are proper, really grotesque characters, sort of sliding along the floor, along the ground, gluttonous. They're real horrible. They're almost blown up, gigantic maggots. So the virus has mutated, acting as a kind of like steroids. One of the characters says throughout the film. So they've blown up. But then there's something called the alpha, which I couldn't for the fucking life of me understand why they didn't just kill him. There's this guy that pops up, and he's brilliant. He's a great performer. He's a fucking animal, though. He's imagine a naked Jason Momoa, which a lot of you wouldn't probably mind. So he keeps popping up, and he's he just stands there. He's a fucking beast. You never quite find out how, exactly the virus has mutated, and that, it's not touched upon. Nothing is explored or explained. That's one of my main gripes of this film. 28 years later, nothing. They don't elaborate. Nothing is explored. It's just happening in the here and now between the lead kid, his dad, and the mum. So basically, But the alpha, who has a penchant for tearing people's heads off, they seem to they knock him out, or they just sort of sedate him with poison arrows. But fucking hell, just kill him! What are you waiting for? Do you know? It was really annoying. So okay. I really didn't rate 28 Years Later. I didn't at all. I found it annoying that they didn't just put the alpha down. I found it tedious that nothing was explored. Additionally, I was bored in parts because it becomes a very slow story, like a emotion-fueled story about a family. And I mean, you know, I had empathy for the characters, Jodie Comer especially. It was tragic. It was really bad, and I really felt for her. But where were the infected, like tearing through like stores, I've had more action, more zombie-like action in an episode of The Walking Dead. Genuinely, it misses out all the tension and the chase, the thrill of the chase that number 1 and 2 really touched upon. So in the end, this just becomes a rural sort of trek across the land to find the doctor. Not the doctor, a doctor, played by Ralph Fiennes, who, you know, he packs just as much of a punch as all the other performers. You know, they're all great. They're a great cast, but there was no. I wanted more. I wanted more zombies, more scare the shit out of me moments, more jump scares, more tracking them. You know, more sensitive people running riot all over the place. There's barely any of that in this film. So yeah, I'm very disappointed with 28 Years Later, and I knew it wouldn't be spectacular, but I had real high hopes. I did. So, and side note, I actually came out of the screen just now. There was a group of girls outside. They just watched it, and I had to vent to someone. So I turned to them all and said, "I thought that would be so much better." And one of them turned around to me and said, "Yeah, same." So yeah, fuck. Oops, I better not shout so get security on me again. But oh fuck. God. Okay, so yeah, opening scene, nostalgic, loved it. The infected when they were on screen, great. Not enough scares though. The juiciest element there is obviously how the virus is split into, it's taken a fork road. And yeah, Aaron and Jodie and the young chap. Yeah, excellent performances all round. Nowhere near as enough zombie chases or sort of dystopian touches upon the past. So there is one scene where you do get a nice little glimpse of I swear that so there are the old-fashioned British train. Was it Intercity? I think it's like one of them. God, Happy Eater, which I thought was like the franchise had like disappeared way before 2002. But yeah, they're Jodie's character and the kid, they approach a Happy Eater and go inside. It's like, wow, that's such a throwback to my childhood. Like when we used to take family holidays, we would always go to a Happy Eater because it was like the place to get food, basically. Yeah, so there's one or two nostalgic throwbacks. That's good. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm really trying to sort of elaborate here, but I there's not a lot for me to elaborate on. Cinematography and soundtrack. Yeah, they're okay. There's John Murphy's In the House in a Heartbeat. There's not even, there's nowhere near like that sort of similar pulse pounding beat to the score. There's none of that, but it's okay. The cinematography, good. There's some gorgeous like scenic, like top of cliff aerial shots and stuff that that you'd like if you like the countryside. But yeah, shit. I knew it. I knew this. It wouldn't be as as much of a thrill ride as I wanted it to be, but which I am really. I'm not upset about, but I'm just really disappointed because I've literally waited like 20 odd years. I've actually dreamed in the past about a sequel to the first two films. So the ending scene. What was it with all the Jimmy Saviles turning up, doing martial arts? I won't spoil the ending for you, but oh wow. Jack O'Connell, good choice of a really random character, but his crew of Saviles, that was just bizarre. In fact, it was so bizarre that it was stupid, and you can tell there's going to be another film in this franchise because it sort of paved the way for like a stupid sequel to this one, basically. Oh God. So. To sum up 20 years later, 28 years later, it's a very emotional family story that's focused on, and it's it sort of portrays the whole separation between the mainland and an island in the British Isles perfectly. So you've got the whole, it captures the essence of this family surviving and things, but it just, there's not enough jump scares and zombie chases. No way. I do stand by my point though in my previous clip that if you are going to survive a zombie apocalypse, go and live by the sea, because you can see them coming from a distance. Like, you've got mileage on them before they get you. You can also, you can lead them out into the water, and you get your protein because there's non-stop fishing. So yeah, right. I'm gonna have to cut this one here because I just feel really deflated after that. Shit. Okay. Anything else? Nothing else. This was just another film. Oh shit. Oh man. The 28 films have a huge history, don't they? Huge. They've been going years. Or they've spanned out across years, but yeah. This was something else. If I had to give it a mark out of 10, I mean, the performance is brilliant, the concept was there, but overall the story just fell flat and focused on one specific family rather than I'd probably give it a 4 out of 10. So, that's it.